Domestic violence thrives in silence. It happens behind closed doors, hidden from the outside world. A neighbor might hear shouting, but they don't see the bruises. A coworker might notice withdrawn behavior, but they don't see the fear. This silence allows the abuse to continue, keeping victims trapped. We must break this silence.
Domestic violence affects millions. It doesn't discriminate. It impacts people of all ages, genders, and backgrounds. It's a cycle of power and control, and it can have devastating consequences.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men experience severe physical violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. These statistics are alarming. They represent countless lives shattered by abuse. Behind every statistic is a story, a life forever changed. These stories need to be told.
They remind us that domestic violence is not just a personal issue. It is a societal problem that demands our attention. We must create a world where victims feel safe to come forward, where they are believed and supported.
It's time to shine a light on this hidden epidemic. We must expose the truth about domestic violence, and we must stand together to end it. Domestic violence is not always physical. It takes many forms, often subtle and insidious. It's important to recognize the different faces of abuse. This helps us better identify and address it.
Physical abuse is the most visible form. It includes hitting, slapping, kicking, choking, or any other physical harm. But abuse extends far beyond physical violence.
Emotional abuse can be equally damaging. It involves constant criticism, humiliation, and control. Abusers might isolate their victims from loved ones. They might use threats and intimidation to maintain power.
Sexual abuse is another horrifying reality for many victims. It includes forced sexual acts, unwanted touching, and sexual coercion. Financial abuse is also a form of control. Abusers may restrict their partner's access to money. They might sabotage their employment or rack up debt in their partner's name.
All forms of abuse are interconnected. They create a web of control that traps victims. Understanding the different forms of abuse is crucial. It helps us recognize the warning signs and intervene before it's too late.
Breaking the silence is the first step towards ending domestic violence. For too long, shame and fear have kept victims trapped. It's time to empower survivors to speak their truth.
Coming forward is never easy. Victims often fear retaliation from their abusers. They may worry about not being believed. They might feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's crucial to create a safe and supportive environment for survivors. They need to know that they are not alone.
Support groups and hotlines provide a lifeline for victims. Trained counselors offer confidential support and resources. They can help survivors navigate the legal system, find safe housing, and access counseling services.
Community involvement is essential in breaking the cycle of violence. Educate yourself about the signs of abuse. Be supportive of survivors. Challenge the societal norms that perpetuate violence. If you witness abuse, don't stay silent. Call the police if someone is in immediate danger. Offer support to the victim. Let them know that you believe them and are there to help.
Leaving an abusive relationship is a courageous act of self-love. It's the first step towards reclaiming your life. The journey to healing is not easy, but it is possible. Support groups and therapy can provide invaluable support.
They offer a safe space to process trauma, build healthy relationships, and rediscover your strength. Remember, you are not defined by the abuse you endured. You are a survivor. You are worthy of love, respect, and happiness.
Focus on rebuilding your life. Embrace your passions. Reconnect with loved ones. Seek professional help to address the emotional scars of abuse.
Creating a future free from violence requires a collective effort. Speak out against domestic violence. Support organizations working to end abuse. Educate the next generation about healthy relationships.
Together we can break the cycle of violence and create a world where everyone feels safe and respected. Remember, there is hope, there is healing, and there is a brighter future waiting for you.